Please read the disclaimer. XRP holders, is it canceled? Well, sort of, maybe. You'll find out soon. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, moneymakers. We got a lot to talk about. I'm pulling up my sleeves. We got to talk about what's happening this week. We're going to start out in just a few hours from when I'm recording this. Oil futures are going to open up and we'll see. Are we going to pop over $100? How is that going to affect the crypto market? And then we got Wednesday with CPI data coming out, which could shift the market one way or the other. The oil prices could give us a precursor of what could potentially happen for next month's CPI results, right? So this is always a month delayed or even a few months delayed. And so this CPI result might, we can maybe throw it out the window. Then we have US GDP coming out on Friday and also PCE inflation data, which is the preferred Fed data that's coming out on Friday. So this week is going to be very, very interesting for the crypto market. A lot of financial data that's coming out. The situation in between Iran, Israel, the US, it's heating up. We're hearing that Iran is preparing for major missile drone and escalation. We'll see if that happens. Today, I think was 2 or 3 sirens. I got woke up in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. And then I think there was 2 in the afternoon. Maybe usually around 11:30 p.m. we get another one. Last night, the whole night, there was none. So that was good. I got to sleep. But we'll see if this is going to escalate. And the Prime Minister of Israel just said that they're preparing for another 5 weeks of war up until Passover. So we'll see what happens with that. And of course, that could affect the price of oil there. And you can see here that each level that we pop up, it is going to affect CPI inflation next few months. So of course, if oil goes up, that affects transportation, that affects goods, right? Food and all of that, clothing, etc., because it costs money to transport to the stores. And so that's going to go up, and then inflation is going to go up, and then the market is not going to like that. Right now, XRP is at $1.35. Not a lot of action happening this Sunday fun day, but we have seen in the past Sunday night going into a CPI week. Sell off at the end of Sunday into Monday morning when the weekly candle closes. So just take that into consideration, that there could be a possibility of a sell-off. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. We've seen it happen before. Maybe it happens again. I just want to remind you that this video is for educational purposes only, for entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Very, very important. Now, this is interesting. I don't know if you guys followed Plan B in the past, but Plan B had this S2F model that predicted pretty much what happened in previous cycles. Well, this cycle, it didn't predict it at all. I don't know if you guys can see, maybe, yes, I can make it bigger. Previously, we would have these red dots, right? The red dots would be the high portion of the cycle, and then it would pull down to the blue dots, right? Well, this time around, right, this was 2017, 2021, right? Then went to blue. Well, this time around, we did not have the red, right? The prediction did not get to the red dots. And we're back into blue dots before we ever saw red dots. We saw some orange dots, but no red dots. So this is the question. And Plan B says here, Bitcoin at 67,000. But the S2F model screams 500,000 average this cycle, 2024 to 2028. Is Bitcoin massively undervalued and the ultimate buy opportunity, or is S2F broken forever? What is your take, bull or bust? What do you think in the comment section down below? Is this model broken, or is every single model broken? Because if you remember, there were a lot of indicators that previously had flashed when the market hit the top, and there was like 30 of them, and none of those 30 indicators hit claiming a top, right? But the cycle date, if you remember, that was the highest we have been so far. So that worked, but the indicators did not work, right? The oscillators. So what's going to break here? Is it going to be this way or this way? Is it broken forever? Maybe next cycle we'll see some red dots? Well, if that happens, that would probably mean that there's going to be a big run up next cycle. Or do we never see these red dots anymore? I don't know. But this is going to be very interesting. And if we do see these red dots soon, it's going to be an epic comeback for the crypto market. So when I'm looking at the market right now, it looks like an opportunity to me, but maybe I'm wrong about this, and maybe the market continues to sell off or consolidates for the next 6 months, and that's okay, right? I have time. I don't need the Lamborghini right now, or ever probably. But this is the situation right now. We have time. I have time, right? I'm not in a hurry anywhere. I know some people want it fast and furious, but that's not the way that I'm trying to do it right now. Okay. So I'm in it for the long run. So it will be very interesting to see what happens. Now, Michael Saylor, he continues to with his strategy, right? Strategy with their strategy. And he says the second century begins, meaning the second 100. So there's already been 100 Bitcoin buys that strategy has made, with about 48.5 billion dollars worth of Bitcoin already accumulated. So probably tomorrow we'll get the official announcement. But he continues, right? It doesn't matter if it's at 120 or 110 or 60. He continues to buy. And we saw that there was a XRP company also accumulating XRP. We haven't heard in a while that they were accumulating, but it will be very interesting to see. Maybe do they start accumulating here at lower levels, or do we get another company like this that starts accumulating XRP now that it's at lower levels? If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that I had a concern that potentially all these companies that were adding crypto to their balance sheet, as soon as the market started pulling back, they would run for the hills, right? And I wonder, I need to maybe use AI or something to gather the statistics, how, because you need to scan the 13 Fs and see, tweets and try to figure out how many companies actually removed crypto from their balance sheet on the dip and how many added on the dip. There was a while we were getting all these announcements and it kind of quiet down. So either people and companies are not buying the dip, or they're just not announcing that they are buying the dip. But if it's a public company, they have to file a 13F. So it's very interesting to see, what will play out with that. And of course, we have, if we get any Clarity Act updates this week, but President Trump said that he will not sign any other bill until Save America Act is passed. Says, good job, hardworking Scott Presser and Fox and Friends talking about using the filibuster in order to pass the Save America Act. An 88% issue with all voters. It must be done immediately. It's SEDS, everything else must go to the front of the line. I, as president, will not sign other bills until it's passed. Okay? So even if Clarity Act gets passed before this one, he says he's not going to pass it, right? So, that could push Clarity Act more down the line. Hopefully not, right? But that could affect maybe the recovery timeline for XRP. Because you remember, we've talked about this. The conflict was one of the things that was weighing down the crypto market, the uncertainty of it. And now oil is popping, so that's creating fear in the markets, and now that's suppressing a little bit. But Clarity Act is it's the trigger. It's what could potentially send the crypto market to the upside if it gets passed, because that is the main reason why we started selling off in January, after we had 2 weeks of very nice opening for the year, and it totally flipped on us. So if it gets passed, of course, that would be a bullish thing. Hopefully it affects the crypto market's price action as well, right? And this is interesting. We talked about this yesterday and the day before, about X money, right? So for some reason, William Shatner, right? I was just watching, I've told you already, my wife and I, we've been watching Third Rock from the Sun, hilarious show. And William Shatner is the big giant head. He's a lot younger then, right? But so he's like the spokesperson here for X Money. And there's like a commercial. I thought I saw it, but I'm not seeing it on his page here. But basically, he tweeted out, so just so we are all clear, X Money is fiat, not crypto. It's actual US dollars backed by real bank, and it is FDIC insured up to $250,000 Someone asked, why is William Shatner a spokesperson for this? Um, but for now, right, this is going to be what X money is. A lot of videos and people in the crypto universe are getting hot and bothered that it will also be crypto. Now, we didn't get any indication, not from Elon, not from Captain Kirk here, William Shatner, not from the CEO of X or the CTO, right? That crypto is going to be part of this yet, right? So first of all, it's going to roll out just fiat. And then in the future, the hope is, right, by the crypto industry that we will see also crypto enabled. If we get the Clarity Act passed, I think it will be much clearer for regulators how to allow this. Because remember, they needed money licenses in different states and things like that. It's not an easy process. So to allow this for crypto might be a little more complicated. And so for now, they're not adding crypto, but they are going to add crypto features to X. They talked about this, the possibility to go to a third party site and trade. And there'll also be graphs on X where you can see price action and things like that. But there's nothing yet that is indicating that there will be actual crypto on X money. So, you could say it's canceled for now, but we'll see maybe in the future that this will potentially happen going forward. And we'll see. We'll see. See, this is also the CEO of. This was about a year ago talking about it. The CEO of X, and there's nothing indicating that crypto is going to be there. So we'll see. We'll see in the future. It's going to be very interesting to see how this week plays out. Let me know in the comment section. What do you think? Are we going to see a crazy volatile week price action wise in the crypto market, or is this just going to be another boring week and the financial data is not going to move the market this way or that way? I'm thinking that it's going to be a volatile week just because of all the oil prices and what could potentially happen here. And any headline can move the markets. We saw like a good headline right now is moving the markets up, but there's no continuation. There's not a lot of volume because I think a lot of investors are still sitting on the sidelines. They're still sitting out, right? Views on YouTube are down across the board, not, minor, like the same the past few months, but I'm seeing other creators that maybe, we're getting 20,000 views per video, something like that, suddenly getting 10. So the interest is going down. I think many people that were maybe watching certain people are less watching for all kinds of reasons, and that's your prerogative. But I really appreciate that you are still here and you continue to come back and support. And there's always the OGs and the people that continue to watch daily. And I don't take it for granted, you guys. I really appreciate it. I know it's not easy some days. You don't listen, you have stuff to do. I try to do my best, but I also try that if there's a creator that I really like, if I'll always watch their videos. Now, I know most of the creators that I watch don't do daily videos twice a day. So I appreciate if you actually watch twice a day, every single day. I do not take that for granted that you guys are doing this. And I know there's some of you, because I see the comments, so I know that you're either only commenting or also watching. And I really appreciate you guys. So it's double thumbs up there, two thumbs up. And I really appreciate you guys continuing to support and watch the channel, even when maybe price action is not that great. And all the kind words in the comment section for family and stay safe and all that, I see it. But with the kids home, also I can't answer or like everything. So it's hard, but it is what it is. Don't forget to smash the like button. Check out the links in the description down below. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. And like I always say, let's make a lot of money.